Yeah. You haven't been that good.
Ja. Ja, you skunners. This here is way. New Zealand comedy. What all you smelly foreigners think is good with your flighty Concords and your what-he-do and shatters. Just behold this. Oh, don't mind the program thing. I'll get those off the screen. Sorry, I forget about those. Are you playing? No, okay.
Thank you very much.
In the Fringe in Edinburgh, like either last year or the year before, Scott, the guy from the New Zealand Comedy Festival, he said, I've asked Andrew O'Neill to come over to Auckland. I went, why have you done that? And he said, well, first of all, I thought his show was really good. And secondly, he said, there aren't any other transvestite, occultist, black metal stand-ups in New Zealand.
That was true then. Having been out there, I've got there's a guy who covers my material.
Is there? Are you all right about that?
Yeah, you know, there's not much else to make there's no real heavy industry in Auckland, so...
Good evening, I bought a bus and I painted it black, and now the bus gets hot in the summer. Hot bus, why did you paint the bus black? Hot bus, I just had a lot of black paint. Hot bus, have you come to regret that decision? Hot bus, yes, particularly when it's sunny. Thank you very much. Lovely song there, get us going.
Yeah, good on.
A song about regret. So, good evening, what the fuck are you wearing? So good evening, shriddly ba 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 doo ba ba doo ba boodly ba 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 400 yards, turn left, shriddly ba turn round where possible. Scat nav.
Yeah, I get you. Skibbity.
Good evening, welcome. Quite a lot of what I say on stage doesn't make sense. Do relax. Let it wash over you like jazz. So, how you doing? Are you well? Yeah, Abu Hamza!
Oh, yeah. Hey, better luck next time. Bada bing.
He is in prison, but he does still pose a threat. One of the messages of my show, one of my impressions as well. Pretty good, isn't it? Abu Hamza. I've got the one eye, I've got the hook. I don't know why I do the leg. Abu Hamza himself doesn't do the leg. There's no evidence of Abu Hamza doing the leg, but I feel without the leg, it brings back to certain pizzazz.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd give you that.
Isn't it? I mean, that's...
Yeah, that's just anyone can do that. Do the leg, though.
Washing over the room. All of a sudden, I throw the leg in, and hey!
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck's going on? Hey!
It's one of my impressions. I mainly do evil men. Who's that? Robert Mugabe.
No, it's Charlie Chaplin, isn't it?
Miniature Robert Mugabe, where did you come from? Who made you Miniature Robert Mugabe? They vote in your miniature election. Yeah!
Mini!
But it's quite a distinctive role, quite a distinctive path to have taken. Do you worry that it ever gets in the way of, like, being, you know, of people connecting more directly with what you're talking about?
Well, I did initially. So, like, when I first started doing stand-up, I didn't cross-dress, and I didn't really talk about ritual magic, you know, because I just wanted... I felt that cross-dressing would be a barrier between me and the audience.
Yeah.
It was only when I kind of, like, got my chops as a stand-up that I kind of felt I could write material that was funny enough that it makes them jump that gap.
When you go and do your own one-man shows where people come to see you specifically, and I know you get, like, you've picked up a following through, you know, various subcultures of young people. I don't understand what they are. do you miss...
All them TikTokers, isn't he?
What I slightly miss is the energy. Because, like, usually in a jonglers, I need to clamp down on it.
Yeah.
In an art centre, you often need to bring that energy out of them, because you go on and...
Yeah.
You know?
They've come to see some art.
Yeah, and it can be a little bit chin-strokey. But then what I'll tend to do in those things is do... like, push the surreal stuff a lot more.
There's a lot of people ask comedians, where do you get your material from? Now, for most comedians, that's a simple matter of observing everyday life and turning those observations into comedy material. Some comedians get some other funnier comedians to write their material for them, and they go on to great fame and success.
Seinfeld.
I get my material directly from Satan.
Based.
The devil's got the best tunes, hasn't he? He's got some fine jokes as well.
I can imagine.
Read them and weep. What do you get? The man who has everything. Turns out the answer is spares. another one of Satan's jokes. That's very much the lighter end of Satan's material.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Angry Jesus-based stuff. Why did Jesus cross the road? Because he's the bastard son of a whore! Tell her to leave that stuff out.
No. It should have been more like, should have been like... No. It should have been like, why did Jesus cross the road? Because he was still stuck on the crucifix, wasn't he?
Already has Jack Whitehall's. So that was unnecessary. Now, you may well have noticed by this point in the show, ladies and gents, that I am dressed a bit like a girl.
Really? Where is your pads? Where is
And that is the minimum
that's
requirement.
Right. Yeah, exactly. The barest fucking minimum. Put on a skirt, wear heels, and people are like, is that a woman?
A theory exam. People assume I'm gay because I cross-dress, and I'm not gay. I'm actually ridiculously heterosexual. So, ladies,
that's a pity.
if you're bored of knowing where your clothes are... the Gok one you can take home. If you like, we'll have a gossip, share a bottle of wine, then I'll take you roughly up the shops. Now, I cross-dress more than I used to. I have recently joined the Union of Transvestites, and you do have to cross-dress 3 days out of the 7. So I get a day off tomorrow. And I'm a postmodern transvestite. I'm aware of the fact that I have a man's face and body, and I factor that in. I don't try and pass for female because I know I can't. I do have an Adam's apple that makes it look a bit like I'm trying to swallow a crow.
Yeah, there's surgery for that,
androgynous look, but because it's more androgynous, people never know quite how to take it. Because, you know, when you go to a shop or a bar, they'll call you mate or madam or sir or love will be a gendered word. With me, they never know quite which one to pick. You know, they sort of go, there you go. And there's in order to kind of diffuse that tension, show them that I identify as male, quite happy being a guy, quite a big fan of my penis, I'm not getting rid of that. I basically bloke up.
Oh, well, aren't you just
Cockney man
the most proud penis owner?
All right, mate, just a couple of these, please, leave it out. Shiny sixpence are in it for you if you wrap them up.
But yeah, it's like he's taking a mini little vacation into the awkward minefield of being a trans person and gendered interactions.
I was cross-dressed, and I went up to a bloke working. Where's the toilet? And he went, Gents is that way, ladies is that way. Wicked, most diplomatic man in the world.
Yes.
I would have given him a hug, but it was clearly already outside of his comfort zone.
Toilet humour, because gender.
So, shopping, killing and stealing, the 3 main types of spree. Fish, iron and war, the 3 main types of monger. Now, I could have been a towel, but I was harvested too soon. Hear the lament of the flannel. Now, when I started doing stand-up, I was a massive comedy fan. So I loved Monty Python. I loved Bill Bailey, Harry Hill. Yeah. You know, definite big influence. Really liked Eddie Izzard. But I also really loved Bill Hicks. Yeah. So if I really love Harry Hill and I really love Bill Hicks, how's that going to work out in my
You do stand-up? Stuff that's a bit like them.
Yeah, you just... exactly. Like, it's why is that even a question?
All right, I'll do all of them.
Yeah, just do all of them, exactly. But yeah, that was just... I was like, hey, gang... This is what Kiwi humour, like, this is just what it's like. This is just what funny New Zealanders talking to each other, like, that sort of happens. All the things, all the bits that were separate bits that people were, like, confused about the change of pace, or like, why is this different? Why is bust down to a random little song about some random little sentence? You know, it's just bants, bro. It's just how we are in New Zealand. And yeah, international audiences, just unless it's made in a palatable enough format, a la the, you know, Flight of the Conchords or What We Do in the Shadows, Taika Waititi, Big Chungus, unless it's presented in that sort of a way, foreign audiences just, they're like, what's wrong with you insane Kiwis?